all doing well? I'm doing fine. Today's sit-down video is going to be about something I've been thinking about for a while, and I'm gonna try and talk about it. What I want to talk about is the lack of awareness of privilege in the equestrian world. So what is privilege and what do I mean? I feel like privilege comes from several things. It comes from knowledge, it comes from status, it comes from money, like social standing, stuff like that. A lot of the time, privilege is something you're born into, but sometimes you can acquire privilege. And I feel like in the equestrian world, there is a hierarchy, and the higher you are up on the hierarchy, the more privilege you have. So what do I mean about a hierarchy? Well, of course, there are different opinions about who can call themselves equestrians and stuff, but let's talk about people being interested in horses and loving horses. So there are people that love horses and want to ride and want to be around horses more than anything, but for several reasons they can't. This could be financially, it could be location, it could be illness related, just something simple like allergies in the family could make it so that you can't go to riding school. So these, I would say, are the people that are considered on the lowest level of the hierarchy. And then you get to start riding school, you have lessons, you have taken a step up the hierarchical ladder, and next you start looking up. So the next step would be to get like a part lease loan horse, maybe. After that, like a full lease loan, that you want to own your own horse. And when you get your own horse, you might want to compete. Then it's like, oh, I want a better horse because I want to compete higher, and so on and so on. People are always looking up, and they always want more, and they always want something they perceive as better. And I think we need to take a moment and just appreciate where we are, because if you are a riding school rider, you are very, very lucky, because there are people, like I said, that can't go to riding schools, they won't be able to be around horses, and so you already have some privilege over others, and you should sort of have a sense of calm and satisfaction around being able to do this hobby. Same for the next step and the next step. You should be aware how good you have it and how lucky you are, and how fortunate you are to be able to either have your own horse, a part loan horse, to compete, to do all these fantastic things with these fantastic animals, instead of always having your gaze sort of pointed upwards and being sort of jealous or wanting what other people have. And I think we are not aware of this in a day-to-day life, and I wish we were. I wish we had a more sense of gratefulness and I think it's problematic. I think it leads to a lot of jealousy, a lot of bullying and bad comments, and I don't think we should do that. I think we should rise above it and be happy for each other, but at the same time I also think it's very important to be aware if you are like have higher privilege. For example, I have a friend who's also a YouTuber, and she has a part loan horse or part lease horse, and she took her time and she brought a young girl with her to the barn to allow her to ride and to get to know horses and stuff like that. And like again, if you own your own horse, maybe you allow someone to come and like ride it and groom it and have some opportunities, either free or you have a part loaner or part leaser, and that is sort of like sharing your privilege. So I think that's important, and knowing that you have these opportunities and sort of be aware of it and want to share it. And the same goes with knowledge. So there's privilege in knowledge as well. Like if you have a lot of knowledge, it is sort of your responsibility to share it, but in a like nicer way. Don't be patronizing, don't be mean, but like be there and be available for guidance. I think that's important, and to share what you know in a nice way and be open for questions, and don't look down on other people that know less than you and like don't have the experience that you have, but remember what it was like. I also think privilege pertains to social media, because I am a YouTuber, equestrian YouTuber. I'm on Instagram. I'm on a Norwegian blogging site, and you can tell, like, especially on Instagram and on YouTube, that the bigger of a following you have, the more privilege you have. So the more followers you have, the more likely you are to be offered sponsorship deals or being an ambassador for a brand or anything like that. And I think that if you have this privilege, it is your responsibility sort of to share it with others. Like for example, if I was asked, this is not likely to happen, one, because I'm a smallish YouTuber, and two, in Norway we don't have like very many brands that are originated here. But if I were to work with a brand or like a shop or anything like that, and they would offer me a deal, I would be very aware of getting something for my subscribers, because I feel like the only reason why people get these sort of offers and deals and everything is because other people lift them up to this place where they can have these things. Because if you didn't have a single subscriber, you wouldn't get these offers and deals and everything. So I think it's really important to be aware of it and to offer something back to your subscribers. The same goes for, and this is kind of like I was talking about, being aware of your status, your privilege, and remembering what it was like when you didn't have it. So try to help other like people on social media that you come over, give them a shout out, give them advice, give them a helping hand, be nice when people reach out to you. And because you have to remember what it was like when you were struggling, when you had like 10 followers or 30 followers or 90 followers or whatever, and now you have like several thousand, and you have to remember what it was like if that happened to you. Of course, there are some that get like 1,000 subscribers after 4 videos. I don't understand how that works because it never happened to me, but they are lucky. But yeah, like I think in all aspects of our lives, we should be more aware of our privilege and how fortunate we are, really, and be grateful, be kind, be generous, and have a nice day. I'm done now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!